Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to an Alexis Shook reaction. And I am super excited because for today's video, we are going to go ahead and do a reaction to part 2. This actually dropped just this morning from Alexis, ALR's Ex Bestie. This week in Girl World has just been the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, you can't even lay down for a nap without something new popping up on the radar. And I've heard a little birdie told me, I saw people discussing on Twitter already, that there is this new situation called Cookie Gate. It is in Alexis's title, describing a strange video that was giving like feeder vibes that Amberlynn had sent to Erica. Remember yesterday we were talking about how Amberlynn would send Alexis these videos, I guess to see what her bestie thought. I digress. More mess and more drama. Let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? Y'all, I did not expect to get a part 2 at 9 o'clock in the morning today. Part 1 was bad enough, girl. What could she possibly have more to say? I would like to see Alexis like sit down and talk to the camera. Maybe. I don't know if she's comfortable with that. She does her TikToks. She's on her TikToks. Although this is, I guess, easier for her to edit. Let's see.
It's Alexis, and today I will be doing a Q&A part 2. I also will be discussing the pumpkin spice buzzball allegations.
Girl, not part 2. And what's the pumpkin spice buzzball? I haven't even heard that. I keep feeling like I'm missing something. There's something else going. There's so much going on that I cannot get it together, guys.
The conversation I had with ALR's former roommate Eric and the highly scandalous 2024 Cookie Gate.
Okay, I want to hear about that. Is it really giving like feeder vibes? Amber, maybe she's more into it than we thought. That's why she's sticking it around with Emily. She's finally found someone that can vibe with her in that way. Guys, this is why this is the best relationship ever for her. I think we've gotten down to the bottom of it.
Today I come bearing answers, screenshots, and enough hot orange chicken from Panda Express to feed all of Oklahoma City.
Okay, she's got the script going.
Okay, so the first question is, how did y'all meet and become friends?
Right.
When did your friendship start? So when Amberlynn and Jade ended their relationship, I was also going through a breakup.
So that was July of last year, 2023.
That had happened maybe like 2 weeks after they broke up. And you guys are going to come for me
Okay.
when I tell you this, but quite frankly, I deserve it. Speaking of, shout out to FBI Frank. Woo! So anyways, yes, I did reach out to Amberlynn via Instagram.
What does that have to do with Frank?
And it may have been a romantical situation type deal. But after talking for a couple weeks, I was able to very quickly assess that I could not be in a long-term romantic relationship with Amber.
Oh, wow. So we have heard this before, that they were toying with the idea of a serious relationship. This did not start off on platonic terms. So it is interesting to see that they continued to be friends. I don't know, like Amber's always on the prowl. So you do get hints of jealousy for sure when it comes to these videos from Lex. What does she think? Is that what this is? Although she claims that there was no feelings there, or she was able to assess right from the get-go that this was not going to be a romantic relationship. So I don't know. But we do definitely get those hints of jealousy. I can sniff it out like a dog.
So we decided to be friends. And just for reference, this all took place in July of 2023. So after I had
I do wonder what Amber was thinking at that time. It must not have clicked for her as well, because right after Wifey, Amber would have taken anybody, you know? Just to not be single. We thought she was single for so long after that, but she had the wool pulled over the audience's eyes. She was talking to that woman since September. 1 month single. She really was in the end. Or not even. You know, she was talking to Alexis and they were thinking about a relationship. She came on Amberlynn and said, I'm going to work on myself and stay single. That's what she was saying after the breakup. And yet she was already talking to women.
Had assessed
Not
that
surprising.
Amberlynn and I would not do well as partners. My ex-girlfriend and I had decided that we were going to try to make things work, especially because we were still in a lease together for another month.
Ooh.
And when I kind of broke
1 month.
things off with Amber
Just be done.
to try to rekindle my relationship with my ex-girlfriend, you can bet your bottom dollar she was super mad. So I guess technically you could say I was the first girl Amberlynn talked to after her relationship with Jade had ended.
Okay, so I guess I was kind of right that Amber didn't take things all that well when she went back to the ex-girlfriend and was not willing to go forward with whatever that relationship was going to be with Amber. But I guess they ended up making up because they remained friends for a year, huh? So she was the first girly pop, the first rebound post wifey Jade, whatever you want to call her. Remember she called her Alex for a second there? Like, no, that was a no from me. Feline's also a no, like, no.
I know, but please
We're listening to a rebound right here. This is Amber's rebound.
don't cancel me for this. I can literally
Ex-rebound.
explain. The reason that I even messaged Amberlynn in the first place is because,
Right.
well,
Why?
honestly, I was a viewer and I really didn't think she was going to respond to me.
It seems like everyone in Amber's life these days are viewers. Her friend, the one friend that she has in Oklahoma City, her gay guy friend, viewer. Of course, all the ladies that she has spoken to, even going back to Becky. Even some people don't remember this, but yeah, Becky was a viewer as well. Not like she didn't watch her that much, but she just saw this girl getting all of this criticism and reached out to Amber and they ended up talking. So craziness without YouTube. And girls saying she's going to quit YouTube. Girl, your life is YouTube. You don't have anything else. Everybody you know in your life besides Mama Lynn and parts of your family is from YouTube. I didn't know that.
And then I was so starstruck after she messaged me back.
Starstruck.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her.
Y'all really be starstruck by Amberlynn Reed? I don't know. I feel like I would, my heart would start racing. Like, is that Amber? What's she going to say to me?
I had been watching Amberlynn since like maybe
Run and hide.
2018. And when I first started watching her initially, I don't know, she kind of inspired me. As someone who is also a plus size woman, I just really love to see her representation on a public platform.
I mean, she was just kind of out there letting it all hang out, especially in 2019 when things were really bad. But I feel like by the time it got to that point where she was basically bedbound, she had become unrelatable to a lot of folks because even though there are people plus size watching her, right, even obese, these people are still having to go to work every day. They're not bedbound, you know what I mean? For the most part. I'm sure there's some out there. I hope you're okay.
And she also checked off another one of my boxes because she was representing the LGBTQ plus community. But anyway, so we decided to remain friends and we have been pretty close ever since.
I think I saw someone saying, like, why is there so many gay people in this community? Amber's gay. Like,
up until I made a decision and I set a boundary that if she's going to stay with Emily/Tommy, I'm not going to be her friend. And now it's really too late to ever be able to turn around and go back.
Yeah, I think that this relationship, like, that's it. There is no coming back from this. Not only, like, just the first part was enough to end that relationship. I mean, she really spilled the tea, and you could tell from the language that she uses, like in the previous video and even in the interview, or it wasn't an interview, when she was on the phone with Amberlynn on her live stream, you could tell that she was a part of not just the Amberlynn fandom, but girl world, girl. Like, she was a hater. You could tell by that language that she was using victim Lynn. Come on now.
I mean, it's gone too far. But
who was she watching? Was she watching reaction channels the whole time? I mean, sure enough.
Honestly, I don't really need any more friends in my life who don't value me. A part of my journey and becoming a better version of myself and being true to me, I don't really need any more people in my life who don't have my best interests at heart. And especially someone that doesn't share the same values and morals that I have. The next topic,
Okay, do what you need to do, girl. I'm starting to come around on Alexis. I think it got started on shaky ground. Amber did not defend her at all when the community was like coming after her, right? That must have sucked not to have like your best girly, even though that probably would have made it worse, TBH, for Amber to come on and defend her. Even though it still sucks to not have your friend come out and defend you like that.
I would like to discuss is the infamous crumble cookie gate of 2024.
Let's hear it.
This comment talks about
this. I gotta hear. Amber's out here making homemade feeder content. I can't.
Oh lordy, it's Shorty's live.
I mean, she's been doing it for years, right? On the mukbang
live stream, and how I had made a comment in his live stream saying that My thumbnail was a clip from a video that Amberlynn had personally sent me.
Get a load of that, guys. She has this like ethereal filter as if she is some sort of feeder angel.
The video starts off by her basically saying, okay, babe, like this is a video just for you. And this was made for Erica, her former partner, aka Valentine.
That's strange because Erica was a bodybuilder. She was not into that as far as we know. I mean, and her partner is not big. So maybe Erica is into bigger women. Just because she is into her own personal fitness does not mean that she's not into bigger women.
And the video initially starts out with her clothed and just kind of like eating the cookie and reviewing it. And then it very quickly turns into her shirtless, still with a bra on, but her shirtless, and kind of getting like a little crazy, like having a little.
I can't believe Amber's doing all of these things like this past year. What has. After the breakup with wifey, girl took the training wheels off and just went like full force, talking to all of these girls at the same time, sending pictures of herself, pictures that could easily get out there. I would be so worried if I was her. I just can't believe it. She really went in.
A crazy moment with the crumble cookie. There is
a crazy moment. Let's hear that again.
Her shirtless, still with a bra on, but her shirtless and kind of getting like a little crazy, like having a little crazy moment with the crumble cookie. There is a portion of the video where Amberlynn is shirtless and essentially just kind of like groping herself.
Oh my god.
Shirt off, bra off, cookie down. It was kind of.
Wait, shirt off, bra off, cookie down. So it was like full-fledged. And she was eating that cookie. Like, how much of this video was about the cookie? That's what I want to know, because this new relationship with Thomason, obviously we know, despite anything that Amber says, that woman is a feeder. You're not going to get me to believe anything else. How much is Amber into it? Because now I'm starting to question with this crumble cookie video. Plus Erica, maybe she was kind of into it too. Whoop.
Kind of a cinematic masterpiece, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
But disturbing nonetheless. And when she sent me this video, she literally made me FaceTime her to see my reaction.
So she literally has the whole video. Girl, oh my.
And then proceeded to ask me if I liked it.
See, this is why you don't do this stuff, Amber, with people that you barely know. Like, she only knew Alexis for a few months at that point, I'm assuming. Well, yeah, it's only been a year in July that she even knew this woman. Or was it August? It's about a year that she's known Alexis. That's it. And now look at what's going on. And then with Erica, who was trolling her the whole time, you just cannot be sure. That whole Erica story is still has me reeling, the way that she was a troll and then fell in love. It's an interesting love story. Maybe there should be a movie about it. Troll to your heart. I can't.
And this all happened, mind you, on July 31st.
Look at that. It's so ethereal. Okay, yeah. So they've known each other for a year. At that point, she would not have known Alexis barely at all, right?
So very much while she was still supposedly so in love with Emily/Tommy. So in love, but...
Oh, wait a minute. This was the other day? Why was I thinking this was last year? Wait, huh?
Still sending essentially soft to your best friend. Unsolicited, because I did not and would not.
Wait, I'm so confused. Alexis misspoke because she just said that she sent this video to Erica. And now she's talking about Thomason. Hold on, I have to watch it again. Okay, guys, I got the timeline straight. I was confused there because, yes, Alexis claims that she sent the video to Valentine, aka Erica. She sent it to Alexis just last week to see what she thought about it for whatever reason. So that's why she's saying, okay, she's still in this loving relationship with Emily, but she's sending these videos to Alexis just last week. So they were besties just last week, guys. And here we are. Things change real fast.
And this all happened, mind you, on July 31st.
I was just confused because we know that we know that Emily, Tommy, is a feeder. So it would make more sense for her to send this to her. But no, Alexis does clarify it was Valentine.
So very much while she was still supposedly so in love with Emily/Tommy.
Right.
So in love, but still.
I wonder if she recycled the video and sent it right on over to Tommy, get another view out of it. That would make more sense. I mean, she's the one that's into it. But then would that signal to Tommy, okay, let's do this. Let's eat, get the
Still
funnel.
sending essentially soft to your best friend. Unsolicited because I did not and would not ask for that.
Oh my gosh, you know what? And Alexis just said that Tommy was almost jealous and made Amber reveal that they were in a relationship because Tommy couldn't even stand comments in Amber's Instagram saying that she was pretty or beautiful or whatever, just like basic comments that you would get from people on Instagram. She couldn't even handle that. Tommy was so insecure already that she had to come out and reveal herself, like that was her plan. Wow. So I get the feeling that Tommy would be really upset about this.
The next moment I would like to talk about
Eric
is
Cooke.
the fact that Amberlynn's former roommate Eric messaged me on TikTok.
Oh my gosh. So this was just Monday.
Now, I'm not sure on specific dates, but Eric and Ricky did recently come to visit her, I believe within the last like 3 months, 4 months. But again, this is an example of another friend on the back burner because she is in a relationship again. Now, I personally never really kept up.
Oh my goodness. So he is saying like he doesn't know. He's asking Alexis if what is happening with Amberlynn, is that all real? And then Alexis says very real. And then Eric says on the last message, she's not really talking to him that much because she's all up in with Tommy and ignoring her friends. She's that kind of girl.
Kept up with the content that included Eric and Ricky. I just didn't find it to be very interesting. So I don't really necessarily know the nature of their relationship per se. But
I mean, that stuff was a long time ago. I guess they're still friends because they were hanging out recently, despite what she did to Beck. They're a really good friend from growing up.
My point of view, these are just 2 more puppets in Amberlynn's puppet show that she can just pick up and set back down at her leisure. Now, I do understand.
Oh my goodness, it really is like that, huh?
And that this could have been a setup. Like, since I have Amberlynn and Emily blocked on.
Oh yeah. Don't forget about that. She had Eric go in there.
All of my socials, I could see maybe Amberlynn reaching out to him to reach out to me.
I could very much see that being the case.
But one thing about me is I don't say things behind people's backs that I wouldn't say to their face.
Okay, so he was just basically asking what caused it all to go bad. And then they're talking about Emily literally told Amber that she would rather, the Tommy relationship and that comment that Emily made saying she would rather not be here anymore and be with her ex. She filled him in about the Tommy situation, huh?
I also just want to point out that I have a typo in the text that says, after the comment was named, she's intolerable to me.
But now they're good, right? I don't know. Now Amberlynn and Tommy are supposedly good. I mean, who knows after she catches wind about all this?
I meant to say after that comment was made, but I
mean, she couldn't even handle last week and it's still going.
Am clearly illiterate. But I was also at work, so whatever. I wasn't really proofreading. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not giving you enough time to read the messages. So just go ahead and pause the video if you need to have more time to read it.
I didn't really see anything too interesting in the previous ones, but my thoughts exactly. And when they were on FaceTime together, they were drinking and Emily was like being super rough with her. And I could tell Amberlynn wasn't used to that. I just really want ALR to get some therapy and work on herself and get away from this freak bag, but I can't be friends with her anymore. And then Eric says, I don't think that will happen. I know she admitted in a video that she ignores red flags and makes excuses for people when she's dating them. Oh my gosh, Eric. Okay, so now Eric is coming in for the kill.
I just got to keep the ball rolling because I have a couple other things that I want to talk about in this video. Also, message for Amber. If you move here and the inevitable happens, do not call me. I am not going to be your knight in shining armor, and I'm not going to come save you.
Where would that be? Where would she be? She would be moving to Alexis's town? Tommy and Alexis live in the same town? Is that what she's saying? Let's read these messages. Cool, then she can go down the worst path she could have possibly taken and have an even more miserable life than she's already living. When she moves to Wisconsin and the inevitable happens and she wants me to come get her because I'm not. Okay, so yeah, that is confirmed. They both live in Wisconsin. I get that. Do you even know who I am? And then Alexis says, of course I do. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Ha ha. Oh my goodness. Maybe that was already talked about. It was just something that flew over my head. But yeah, Alexis and Tommy are from the same area.
So I
Okay.
strongly urge
T.
you to not move here if you are not 100 billion% completely sure that Emily slash Tommy is not going to you over.
But I mean, that's a big state. I thought that Amber was going to have them move down because she just moved to Oklahoma to be with her family, right? To see Mama Lynn. And now she's going to up and leave to Wisconsin for some woman that she barely knows. It's giving foodie vibes. It's giving foodie beauty, except, not a completely different country on the other side of the world, but might as well be for Amberlynn. It's not like she can get on a plane and she's not going to want to drive the 20 hours that's going to take. Okay, maybe not that long, but a long time.
So
Wisconsin is a big state, so how close do they actually live? Yeah, I don't know. These are the texts. Yeah, I don't know. I really cared about Amberlynn, but I know you know her firsthand that she's often delusional, and just as much as she says people write their own narrative about her life, she also writes her own narratives about a lot of different things and tries to gaslight me when I quite literally know the truth. And then Eric says, sorry, I'm about to respond, just getting busy with work. All good, babe. Eric says, this is all just crazy, but she barely speaks to us anymore. But I know the truth with how she can be when she gets in relationships. Oh my goodness. So Eric knows exactly what Alexis is talking about here. I mean, let's be for real here. Even the audience knows what Alexis and Eric are talking about here. And we don't even know Amberlynn.
is the last screenshot and where the conversation ends for now.
Okay.
And I'm sorry there's
For
not a
now.
whole lot of piping hot tea.
Is he going to want to talk to her though after she exposed his DMs? I know they were rather tame. It is interesting to see his perspective after so many years though, even if it is so little. But Eric's the kind of person, he does not want anything to do with this anymore. People were talking about him and he had to come on his community tab and say, keep my name out of your mouth, which just caused a Streisand effect, but that has simmered down and people don't really think about Eric and Ricky that much anymore. I don't think he's going to talk to her again. Not after this.
In this conversation,
Maybe.
But I had mentioned that he reached out in my last video, so I felt like it was only right for me to show you guys what was said.
All right, I'll take it.
So now I want to get into the infamous pumpkin spice buzzball conversation between Amber and I.
What is this? Did you text her to tell her about pumpkin buzzballs after the live call? Are you sure you're done with her? Do you think she can manipulate you back into her web? Oh, so they were just talking about something casual, even after the live chat call that went off the rails. We looked at that on Sunday if you're interested.
Now, this conversation took place Saturday night after Amber and I spoke on her now deleted live stream. And after that live stream, I had gone to a concert. And while I was there, we were texting back and forth. And I thought maybe we could hash things out and maybe reconcile. But this is where
I guess it didn't work out.
She started demanding a public apology from me to both her and Emily. I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, Amber. You and Emily can kiss my and you are absolutely brain dead if you think that I'm going to apologize, let alone publicly apologize to your girlfriend. Womp.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's read these messages. It's gotta be good. Did you know they have pumpkin spice buzzballs? I'm drinking one, hee hee. Amber posts Tommy. And then the pumpkin spice buzzball is hitting, is what Alexis says. And then Amber finally responds, please read this as if I am speaking in a very calm tone, probably crying too. I am not trying to be mean at all. I just had a very hard time regulating my emotions during that call on live stream. If I could, I would go back and not call you because that made things worse for me and for Emily when it wasn't needed at all. I am embarrassed. All I have been doing is fighting for peace for Emily and I. If you want a friendship with me, I want a public apology to the both of us since you made the downfall of our friendship public. That was tough. You know how my mental health has been. Oh, you know what? I actually heard about this. People had already known about this, right? But damn, can Amberlynn get any more delusional? Is she for real here? I demand an apology publicly. a public apology from you. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, because now here we are. She has decided to just go full expose while Amber's over there, and it's been crickets since Saturday. All she did post was a picture of her and Tommy looking happy. I mean, that is her idea of a response to this situation. Look at me. I'm so happy with my new girl. None of this is bothering us in any way. That's exactly what that picture is.
Womp womp. And once again, she is playing the part of victim Lynn and basically telling me how awful I am and how embarrassed she is and how I'm so awful and triggering her BPD.
Okay, there's more. That was tough. You know how my mental health has been. I just had thousands of people laugh at me during a BPD episode. Now I will forever be ridiculed for it because it's documented. I'm genuinely hurt and feel like an idiot. So she's talking very specifically about the phone call, the live phone call with Alexis, where they were arguing pretty much the whole time. Emily just opened up to me hardcore, and she said that I can tell you about it, which might make you relieved, actually. I hope you are enjoying your pumpkin spice buzzball. Is it worth a try? I don't really like pumpkin spice much. And then Alexis hits back with the, I will think about apologizing to you, but a public apology to her will not ever happen. It got me blank. Okay.
I know, Amber, I'm so terrible. I have been an absolutely awful friend to you, while I have been sitting here publicly defending you for the last year and trying to help you cover your tracks.
I mean, she took L's for Amberlynn. At one point, she was basically Amberlynn's press secretary. Those people have to go out and face the media and take all the hits while the president or Amberlynn like chills in the office. You know what I'm saying? So for Amber to not have her back at all. But then again, you have to look at the way that Amber's looking at this as the ultimate betrayal from Alexis, that she is on here talking about this like it is done now, because that's how Amber's looking at it. She's not even thinking about the way that she treated Alexis. She's not thinking about that at all. She's only thinking about this and how she betrayed her now.
Because you lie all the time and you can't keep any of your stories straight. I sat here willing to tarnish my reputation for you while getting doxxed.
For what purpose? Why do it though? I still find it strange how she even admitted to being like annoyed with Amber for a long time now, and yet she still listened to her and she still stuck around. For what?
While having to quit my main job because of said doxing.
Really?
Meanwhile, you're cashing
She had to quit her job because there was doxing?
in on our friendship and people ostracizing me.
I'd like to hear about that.
So once again, she makes a demand that I step outside from the concert that I was already 2 hours late to.
Oh yeah, she was at the concert during the live call. Before you make that final decision, I need to explain something to you that Emily just opened up to me about. Fine, go ahead. I'm not doing it through text. If you aren't willing to listen to me, I can't keep begging you to. And okay, you got 3 minutes.
To attempt to
Okay, you got 3
understand
minutes.
Emily's perspective. Our relationship was never reciprocal in the regards of me putting my life on hold for her versus her putting her life on hold for me.
This is again, Amber. Clearly, Amber is being manipulated behind the scenes by Tommy in regards to the situation with her ex and all that transpired, especially with her being a feeder, just saying it was all about the money. I don't believe that for 1 second. Now there's something else that about Emily's past that clears everything up. I thought that was supposed to be the money. The money cleared everything up. What is this? Amberlynn is also being manipulated by Tommy. She's a shady character.
And this confirms my feelings of how I always felt like her problems and her life was more important than mine. So I stepped outside to listen to her parrot the same bullshit I've been hearing for the last week.
I mean, she's basically like a celebrity narcissistic celebrity. It's all about me.
Like, I don't care about Emily's point of view.
Why wouldn't you want to listen to my life? Like, you're lucky that you're getting behind the scenes of my life.
Already told you I'm not changing my mind. And with every day that passes, I like her even less. And I feel like I am genuinely being nice in this situation because I know enough about Emily to completely ruin what's left of her life.
Emily. Okay, so she really told her everything about Tommy and things that we don't know. I feel like at this point, it's only a matter of time before these things come out. Like, Alexis really did step into the ring and it was crowded already. But I get the feeling that Erica and Brittany, they're gone. Like, they scurried off. I don't think they could take any more because that last interview with Jordy was just so horrible. People were dragging them. I would be surprised if they come back. I think they're gone for good, but we'll see. They could. They could come back. Anything can happen. I'm more interested in this now because Alexis has the tea that would make us shook to the core. And based on everything that we have already seen, it's worse. I just can't even believe it. Come on, girl. I'll give you $20. Just kidding.
But as I've mentioned before, Tommy is a mother, and I know that doesn't come first to her, but in my opinion, a child's life and a child's well-being is top priority to me.
Oh, wow. Did you guys catch that right there? She insinuated that Tommy is not a good mom. She said, I know for you, parenting doesn't come first, or your kid doesn't come first. And the reason that Alexis isn't spilling all of this is because she doesn't want it to affect the child's life. Wow. That just tells me she was all up in Amberlynn's business, talking to Amberlynn and not taking care of the kid as much as she should.
And speaking on this,
that's a really sticky situation right there. That could change everything. Having a kid involved in this, it really does change everything for the worst.
I received a DM from Emily's daughter's father's girlfriend, who has expressed very strong concern for the well-being of Emily's child. She has personally asked me to not dox her or...
Right, she should not be involved in this situation at all. Oh my goodness. So the whole family's watching. Can you imagine? You go to Sunday dinner at grandma's after church and they're talking about your internet drama and the feeder pictures that leaked. Oh, hell no, I'm out of there.
Or leak the conversation. And for now, I'm going to respect that.
Oh, okay. So this is supposedly Alexis's partner, and they are upset because they are getting hounded by Amberlynn and Alexis's trolls.
Is the fact that today my partner made a comment on Amberlynn's TikTok or Instagram or whatever, basically expressing support. Now, I have only been with my ex-partner, Chrissy, for like 2 months.
Did Chrissy know about this situation and what was really going on, or was it a mistake?
It's a long-distance relationship, and we haven't met in person, so I'm kind of glad this is all coming out now. And they claim that they didn't really know who Amberlynn was initially, but I'm starting to feel like that is a lie.
Another person that is going to be added to the mix. Okay, so now she's calling out her partner right here. They stated they didn't know Amberlynn, and now Alexis is getting the feeling that they did.
One thing about me is, as my partner, you are not going to make me look stupid.
More than you would think.
And you are not going to support me in private and then publicly embarrass me. And you guys want to talk about clout chasing? This right here is a clout chaser. And for the last couple of days, they have already been extremely combative towards me because I'm so obsessed with this Amberlynn drama.
Oh my goodness. Wait, this is her partner? The one that she said was non-binary and they're together and use they, them pronouns? She's throwing them under the bus already? What is going on with this?
And I don't care about my real life anymore. So I was sick of the backlash and I broke up with them. And honestly, Chrissy, you deserve whatever doxing happens to you at this point.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know who this person is. Here we go.
So you and Amberlynn and Emily can sit on a 3-way FaceTime call and yap it up about me.
Does Chrissy have something to say? Maybe they were like an inside job coming to talk to Alexis, hired by Amberlynn or recruited by Amberlynn to get in good with Alexis because Alexis was getting out of line and Amberlynn needed somebody to crack the whip. Does it go that deep?
Because the most interesting link doesn't want anything to do with any of you anymore. For you to be so incredibly butthurt about Amberlynn sending me the explicit content that she recently sent me and then turning around and showing support, you're irrelevant and you're
that's like fake.
And I don't really care. And you're not going to gain any social leverage from this situation. I hope you know that. So with that being said, I'm single now. And maybe this was a blessing in disguise. The last thing I want to say.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about Alexis, guys. Like, that seemed a little bit off the rails. Maybe that was just a misunderstanding, but I don't know. Did they know they knew more about Amberlynn than they let on? Like, maybe they were in contact with her. Is that what she's thinking? It was an op. Is she just being paranoid? I am kind of getting paranoid. I hope she's okay. Alexis is going to come and snatch that crown because still holding my distance a little bit, like, but I am starting to like her.
I just want to thank you guys so incredibly much for how much support you guys have been showing me. I was honestly really scared and really skeptical, and I wasn't sure if what I had to say was going to be received well with.
I mean, she's funny as shit and entertaining.
I will be releasing a Q&A part 3, probably later tonight / tomorrow morning. And I will be answering some more questions.
Guys, don't go to sleep. Part 3, y'all. What the heck could be going on in that? So this one, I feel like, was just as juicy as the first. There is definitely some suspicious things going on behind the scenes between Emily and Amberlynn. Erica is starting to feel like child's play over there. She was just a bad troll. Tommy, this situation could get very dark very quickly now that she is involved being a parent, and we have the other co-parent coming in and talking about this situation and saying they are alarmed by what they are seeing and they don't want this kid to be involved in this situation, obviously because it's a complete mess. And there's so many adult elements to it, and Tommy is into these weird things. It just does not seem safe. We got to see a little bit about how Eric really feels about Amberlynn. He knows how she gets in relationships. And don't forget Cookiegate. Is Amber into this more than she would like us to believe? Is that why she is so happy with Thomason? They're going to be eating together, guys. And she better hope and pray that that video does not get out there, because look what just happened to Salah and Foodie Beauty. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye, everyone.